Greetings and welcome to smartwatchtips.com. It's a great day. I got two brand new smartwatches for you. And today we're going to unbox the T1 Pro, the Tank T1 Pro from Kospet. Really nice. Look at this. We've got 30-ton, wow, really? 30 tons truck crunching. Wow, minus 40 degrees centigrade now, not Fahrenheit. That's really cold. 70 degrees centigrade. Again, convert to Fahrenheit for you guys that want to know how hot that is. You got 5 ATM waterproof, and what is this, IP69? You don't even hear that anymore. Or yet, it's water. This thing's seriously waterproof. 5 ATM and so forth. We took a look at all of these things when we did the original Tank T1. And what else is on the box? I don't know. Let's get into it. Oh, I know. I fooled you with that once, right? Fool me one time. Shame on me. It lifts like this. Yeah. I don't want to mess with you too badly. It looks exactly the same in its presentation as the original Tank T1. I will refer you a lot to that review because that's where we go over the basics of how the watch itself works. What we're looking at in the T1 Pro is one big difference and a couple of small ones. First of all, let's look at it. Wow. Well, it's a different color, this. This has got the titanium type of a gunmetal look to it. The T1 we reviewed was silver. This is same type of layout in all of the buttons and apparatus. Now, I didn't notice a cover on the other one, but this one has it. So always look in the back, take off all the covers front and back. And it's got its own black band. And of course, just like the Tank T1, you can get these secondary bands that go along with it, which are the same 22 millimeter, a camo band. And that one looks like it's the same as this one, but we'll break into these in a little bit. Let's go deeper in the box. No, let's show you where you can get it. I keep forgetting this, and it's really the most important part because it's up to you guys wanting to buy a watch that keeps this channel going. The AliExpress website will host the Kospet official store. In that store, following the link in the show notes, you can pick this puppy up. And it's got a range of about $64 to $70, all kinds of different configurations. If you like, you can also, or in addition, or instead of, you could jump over to the Kospet store, their direct store, and you can pick it up directly from there as well. Check both sources. The links are in the show notes. Really nice watch. See, this one's in silver here, and it's the T1 Pro. So you guys, I know you want to know what are the big and subtle differences between these. Well, let's start with the dimensions and everything. They're exactly the same. If you kept the other video of the T1, you'll see that they're basically the same 22 millimeter band, but it's when you get to the specs that you'll see slightly different configuration. The biggest difference, of course, is the functionality that the Pro has the ability to do Bluetooth calling and playing music through the watch that is playing from your phone while you're Bluetooth tethered. That's actually really huge because of the waterproof capability of this watch. It's got the same overall specs as the T1, but the T1 Pro adds the Bluetooth capability. In exchange for that, to cram in all those extra electronics, the battery's a little smaller. Because the battery's a little smaller, the battery life is 35 days standby instead of 50, and it's cut in half, 10 days use instead of 20. So if you really want a watch that does Bluetooth calling and can play music and you talk to your watch and all of that, you're going to give up a little bit, not a whole lot, well, a little bit compared to the other watch, but 10 days is still pretty decent. If you can charge your watch once a week, if you're not trekking out there for 2 weeks or longer and you want Bluetooth calling, this will work for you. Other than that, this screen size, the screen information, the tethering app, the charging time, they're all identical. So the specs are very much the same, slightly different battery life, size, and overall usage life. Inside the box, everything else is the same too. We've got the screen protector. We've got the dust absorber. I am making such a mess of this. Here's another one. This one fell out of the bag. This is like a little plastic one, and this one is much thicker, little glass one. So you're getting both kinds. You got the little warranty card that comes with it. Yeah, there's the wipes to prepare for doing that. And of course, here's the little 2-pin charger. Exact same thing, no difference there. Still strong enough to hold the watch. We're looking at the Tank T1 with the innards changed and with a speaker and microphone added. Where did they put them? Okay, there it is. So this puppy's got to be sealed inside so that no water will get in here. 5 atmosphere, 50 meters underwater. It's still going to work. And there's a microphone. There it is. You see that? It's always fun to hunt them down. Really tiny little microphone on here as well. Of course, in this review, that's what we're going to focus on, is testing the Bluetooth calling capability. Oh yeah, the manual. Skipping everything except the Bluetooth stuff. All the rest of the manual is the same till you get down here where you're going to item number 3, setting up Bluetooth calling. This is where you go through and you do a secondary Bluetooth pairing, just like you would earbuds with your phone. You're going to tie it to T1 Pro Call. When you do all of that, then you'll have access to able to make and receive calls and all of the other parts of Bluetoothing that come together with that. All of the other features, as you'll see when we turn it on and run quickly through it, are exactly the same as the T1, so I'm going to send you over to that review to see how the full watch works. And today, right now, we're going to take a look at the Bluetooth calling. Now, just like the Tank T1, I held down the button and waited a few moments for it to power on. I'm showing it to you already turned on because I already have it tethered to the phone. You notice something different here when you slide down? On the original Tank T1, you have information, and that just shows you your Bluetooth name. You can always get that from settings, going all the way down to system, going down to system info. So it's repeated on here twice. They replaced it now with this icon, and that's the icon for toggling your connection to your phone for Bluetooth calling and music streaming. Sweet. Okay, in addition to that difference now, when you come into your app drawer, you'll see that you have all this telephone stuff that wasn't here. It starts out with data. Well, these first 3, telephone, contact, and call records, are for doing Bluetooth calling. Telephone gives you the pad. Contacts are the individuals that you choose to bring over from the app. It doesn't bring all your contacts and eat up your limited memory. It'll only give you the ones that you've brought over. And then your call records will show any calls that you've made or received, and their phone numbers, or I believe their name if you've got them in your contacts area. That's the telephone aspect of it. Now I want to demonstrate the speaker capability on this one. To do that, I've set this thing up that when we go through all of this, the cards, by the way, here's another card that's been added for call records, contacts, and telephones. Keep going. There's last night's sleep time, weather, the activities that you can do, just like on the T1, and then music. Now, in music, I have queued up Mr. Tix on my phone. Whatever aspect you've got ready to go, be it Spotify or whatever you want, playing audio news, you've got it. Here's what it sounds like.
Greetings and welcome to Smartwatch Tix. We're a YouTube channel. You can find us on the web anytime at smartwatchtix.com.
Pretty good, huh?
Looking at an Android
You got volume control here.
This channel covers all kinds of watches.
You can make it softer.
Android
You can
Wear
take
OS,
it all the way
even
up.
Samsung Tyson watches as
You can skip
full-fledged
forward or
smartwatches.
backward, and of
Plus,
course you can pause
we
it
cover
as
health,
well too, and it pauses it right on your phone. So the speaker technology in this one is great. It's really loud, it's crisp, it's got highs, it's got good bass. Very nice watch. Now again, if you want to see the full rundown of how this thing compares with the T1, all of the basics are the same. Your step count, I didn't wear this one at all. This is all the new stuff on here. Your heart rate, your blood pressure, your blood oxygen, they're all identical. So take a look at the T1 to get the basic information. And then, if you're interested in Bluetooth calling and music streaming with speakers and microphones in the watch itself, you're going to want to switch to this one. We forgot one more thing, didn't we? Look at the bands. This was the camo band we swapped out for the exact same band you see here on the T1. But we also have this band. Looks pretty similar, but slightly different. It's a very dark camo. For our water exercise, I'm going to switch to this one. There you go. Pretty nice, huh? It's kind of subtle. Not deep black, but just a slight camo on it. Okay. Notice a bowl of water down here. We're going to play with a water test with audio. So I'm going to come back over here and we're going to start playing Mr. Tick's intro again. And we're going to switch.
Greetings and welcome to Smartwatch Ticks.
Come into the stopwatch.
Find us on the web anytime.
Start it going. Are you ready?
You're looking at an Android smartwatch.
It's underwater. Wow, that got really quiet. Huh.
Full-fledged smartwatches plus.
It's still
we cover
playing.
Health watches that include things like ECG.
Oh wow, I hear it subtly.
While you're sleeping if you stop breathing. Pretty good. We also have fitness watches.
Great.
Cover it
There's
all.
the speaker.
Feel free to look around. Enjoy.
It's got to dump the water, I guess. Pretty amazing.
To the side. Thanks for watching.
All right, nice. I like that. So what are we looking at again? It is the Kospet Tank T1 Pro, and it is available from the Kospet official store over on AliExpress, about $65 to $70 depending on the band combination. And of course, we have different coupons available for you that you can click on to lower the price as you put it in your cart. If you prefer, you can go directly to Kospet's own website and pick up the Tank T1 Pro with Bluetooth calling, 5 ATM waterproofing. You can get it from them directly. Any which way you look at it, you got yourself a really nice ruggedized, beautiful smartwatch. Check it out. We'll see you again soon, and thanks for watching, gang.